Good morning children. Welcome to our online video class of chemistry. In first video we had discussed about displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. In this video we will discuss about redox reactions. Next we are going to discuss about oxidation and reduction. Let us understand first the terms oxidation and reduction. Let us now explain how oxidation and reduction are classified in terms of gain or loss of oxygen or hydrogen. Oxidation is the process which involves gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. Oxidation is the process which involves gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen, whereas reduction is the process which involves loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen. Then what do you can observe from this definition? Oxidation is just opposite to that of reduction. Look at this equation. 2Cu plus O2 gives 2CuO. Copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. What do you think? Is this reaction is oxidation or reduction? This is an oxidation reaction. Because oxygen is added to copper. Addition of oxygen or gaining of oxygen is oxidation reaction. This is an example for oxidation reaction. If a substance gains oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. During the reaction, copper oxide losing oxygen and being reduced. The hydrogen is gained an oxygen and get oxidized. In other words, one reactant gets oxidized while other gets reduced during a reaction. Such reactions are called oxidation reduction reaction or redox reactions. Let us consider another example. ZnO plus C, that is zinc oxide plus carbon gives zinc Zn plus carbon monoxide CO. In this reaction, zinc oxide loses oxygen and get reduced. Because if a substance lose oxygen during a reaction, it get reduced. And carbon is oxidized to CO, carbon monoxide. Oxidation and reduction can be explained in terms of loss or gain of electrons. Gaining of electron is called reduction. Loss of electron is called oxidation. There are number of oxidation reactions taking place around us which affect our everyday life. Corrosion and rancidity are the example for that. Now we are going to discuss about it. What is corrosion? You must have observed that iron articles are shiny when new but get coated with a reddish brown powder when left for some time. This process is known as rusting of iron. Some other metals also get tarnished in this manner. Have you noticed the color of the coating formed on copper and silver? The black coating on the silver and the green coating on the copper are examples for corrosion. Then what is corrosion? When a metal is attacked by substance around it such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to corrode. And this process is called corrosion. Do you know how the brown powder is formed around the surface of iron article? The most common example of corrosion is rusting, that is corrosion of iron. When an iron article remains exposed to moist air for a long time, its surface is covered with a brown flaky substance that is called rust. Rust is mainly hydrated ferric oxide. It is formed due to the attack of oxygen gas and water vapor present in air on the surface of iron. Similarly, copper objects lose their luster or shine after some time. The surface of these objects acquire a green coating of basic copper carbonate. The green coating is copper carbonate, and this is formed due to the attack of oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor present in air on the surface of copper. And the reason for black coating on the surface of silver is due to the formation of silver sulfide. And it is formed by the action of hydrogen sulfide H2S gas present in the air. And the corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railing, ships, and to all objects made of metals, especially those of iron. Corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Every year, a large amount of money is spent to replace rusted iron and steel structure. By galvanization, by painting, and by greasing or oiling, we can prevent rusting. Have you ever tasted or smelt the fat or oil containing food material left for a long time? I have often noticed that food containing oil or fat, if left for a long time, develops a bad taste and bad smell. This is because the oils and fat present in such food get oxidized with the passage of time. The product or compounds formed as a result of this oxidation are volatile and have bad smell. For this reason, the taste of food also changes. This rancidity, it refers to oxidation of fat and oils in food that is kept for long time. It gives foul smell and bad taste to food. Rancid food causes stomach infection on consumption. Simply, we can say that the oxidation of oils or fats in a food resulting into a bad smell and bad taste is called rancidity. We can prevent the rancidity by the use of airtight containers, by the packaging with nitrogen, refrigeration, and by addition of antioxidants or preservatives. I hope you must have understood what we learned today. We learned about types of chemical reactions and we reached the end of our chapter. We learned about what is chemical reaction and how to balance a chemical equation, how to write a chemical equation, and also studied about different types of chemical reaction. Please study well, If you have any doubts regarding the topic, you can ask me during the live section.